So I know I keep referring to that title off that Diamonds and Pearls album, Money Don't Matter Tonight. I keep referring to that. Then there was that off the title track, Diamonds and Pearls. The name of the fucking the album, Diamonds and Pearls, which states, "All I can do is offer you my love. When it asks, should I buy you diamonds and pearls? Would it make you a happy boy or girl?" And not all artists are out there trying to, get edifiers. We had the Stones, and a few others, You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might just get what you need. So we have to. Sometimes it makes sense to go to these people just to say, well, everyone's fucking heard it. A good amount of people has heard it. So let me reiterate or paraphrase or just quote what they said, and it's already fucking known. It's already understood, right? But yeah, I'm not obtuse to the point that I don't realize that it's kind of like what you're doing. If you want to do something, you want to get a different result, you could do something different and you will get a different result. Like if I walk up to you and slap you upside the face, upside the head in some type of way, it doesn't have to be a literal, figurative, physical way, physical way, but I'm slapping you upside your face. I'm slapping you in the face some kind of way. Unfortunately, you don't give me the reciprocation of love because I slap you upside your face. 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, that's not what your reaction is going to be. So, all I can do is offer you my love. Maybe I don't want to give you my love. So you look around and you say, well, shit, if this guy was more loving, less of an asshole, was slapping people upside their face, figuratively, a lot less than what he does, then I bet he'd get a different reciprocation in life. I bet he'd be doing something different in life. It's kind of very difficult, isn't it? To just be a straight asshole to someone who just refuses to be an asshole in return. Or just refuses to be an asshole. It's always that nice guy. To the fucking point, at least when it comes to guys, as opposed to dolls, girls, females, you say, well, this he's kind of weak, He ain't got that edge. He's just a very, very, very nice guy. But you still find it difficult to be an asshole to him. Like, hey, it's whatever. It's kind of a weak guy, depending on what kind of nice guy you are. There's nice guys, I guess you can tell, lots of pushover. He's just too goddamn nice and not had to be a pushover, just too nice. So, in life, you just can't win for lose. You're going to have your things and be like, well, that works for me and this doesn't work for you. So I'm not like, this guy's so nice, he just sickens me. He doesn't even use profanity. How nice do you have to be? What is nice anyway? It's different from this one to that one. Some people, you don't slap them upside the face physically, literally, then they don't consider that to be what they want. So then maybe that's not nice for them. It's like another song by the Arithmetics, Sweet Dreams. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. Some of them want to be abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Believe it or not. You got masochists out there. You got all kind of shit under the sun, But yeah, I could try something. I know, my love is maybe something I don't want to give. Maybe my love costs quite a bit. Maybe my love accomplishes quite a bit. Like I tell you, I'm from Orion. Who says I hate? It's not necessarily hate, but shit, my love is... That's a motherfucker. They say another song says it's more hard to love than it is to hate. That's off the Diamonds and Pearls album as well. Live for love. And it's more hard to love than it is to hate. So who says just because you say, well, that's the way to go, man. We love and we're nice and so on and so forth, then you can't lose. You can't lose with that. Well, shit, sometimes you can. You got some motherfuckers out here, some big hearts. Very nice. And they're losing. Whatever losing is. Per whatever it is, let's say that's a loser, that's a winner. It doesn't necessarily mean they're losing ultimately. Jesus was an example of that. Hey, that's Anthony Terrell. I could end it right there. Maybe I ought to. There's my identifying mark right there. But did I make a point yet? I guess my point is, if you see me doing what I'm doing, it may not be what I want to do, but maybe it's what I choose to do out of the things that are available to me to do, for however long I choose to do it, for whatever reasons that I'm choosing to do so. Like I told you when I began, I'm not that obtuse. I get it. I could try something differently, and just because someone's uberly nice to you, does that mean they're an actual uberly nice guy? They can be so fucking nice in what they do and how they do it. And then turn around and you do the same way with them. Turn around, you kind of hear them under the breath like, this guy's fucking stupid. He's so fucking nice. You know, like I caught that. Like, did you? Oh, shit. I said that under my breath. I wasn't expecting you to hear that shit. But like, but you're a nice guy too, right? No, I'm not. I'm just full of shit, he might say. I'll put on a whole air like I'm all this and all that, but I'm not really that fucking goddamn way serious. Sincerely, I think authentically, you are nice like that, aren't you? And then Jesus wasn't so nice necessarily. Especially in Revelations, we saw a different side of him. When he was here, he had such much of an edge to him that it wasn't just because he's all, you know, what nice, wishy-washy and pushover. He had a very way of look, you fucking this and you fucking that, motherfucker this and motherfucker that, but he wouldn't use profanity, I said. But he'd do it in a fucking way that make you say, look, I want to slap the taste out your mouth. You know, who the fuck you think you are, king? Read the Bible, man. Winners lose all the time, but not really. Because Jesus was a winning motherfucker. And last I heard from Cryon and the crew, he's doing pretty good these days. But in this world, he lost, and he lost big. But he wasn't that bad of a guy, was he? Oh, okay, yeah. Also, you can say, well, you're looking at that playlist. If anybody's even seen these videos to begin with that I put up, if you're looking at that playlist where I put over there, where the GFL station, I believe it was, just recently went on about Jesus and giving you another perspective and way of looking at it. Like Cryon says in Lightworks Handbook, that they're the ones responsible for giving you the Bible, and now you should work your way through it, is what he suggests, and get it understood. Because maybe a lot of you don't really have it that well understood. And that goes with theology as well. Yeah. It gave you a different way of looking at Jesus. So you can say, well, Jesus isn't relevant anymore. That's all right, though. Who says he wasn't the Son of God? Does that make all the difference in the world? So I said supposedly his mother was a virgin. If she wasn't a virgin, that'd be a lot for a lot of guys to swallow, right? You mean to tell me God had a son? And he came from fucking Joseph doing the hokey pokey with Mary there? You mean she wasn't a virgin? And all of a sudden, maybe you lose a little respect for the man now. Maybe not. Maybe you have more respect for him now. Everyone's different. It depends on how you look at it. But I'm not understanding why she had to be a virgin. Didn't even make sense to me, to tell you the truth. If you had Joseph, which I said before, and he was the pedophilia, supposedly, of Jesus, that was supposed to be, because they said that he was the son of, he was a descendant of David, wasn't it Joseph? Or did the family jewel somehow, some way go to Mary? Because it says in GFL station, it says, well, she was the one that was special in that way. If there was anyone that was supposed to be special, whatever special is supposed to be, towards Jesus being who he was and what he was. But it wasn't necessarily from, and this one begat that one, and that one begat this one, begat, lo and behold, and now all of a sudden you have Jesus being born from being the son of David and Joseph and so on and so forth. So maybe, like Cryon says, maybe you got to work your way through that a little bit, because if you want to say, first of all, that Jesus was the prophecy in the genealogy of David that was supposed to come, then it doesn't make sense that Joseph never did actually sleep with Mary, because he was the one who had the family jewels and made all that descending, you know, this one begat that one, that one begat this one, relevant. So if he didn't actually conceive with Mary, then really seems like it was all in vain. That's the way I look at it.